So what we'll be doing now is the configuration of VLAN. So what is VLAN? VLAN is a virtual local area network. It is configured on a switch. Like let's say in a company they have like 3 departments and only one switch. So you configure VLAN on this switch so as to segregate the laptops in this department to not communicate with each other. Let's say okay, IT department don't want IT department to be communicating with the sales department, and sales department not to be communicating with the third department. So what you configure here is VLAN to segregate them. How do we configure VLAN? You take your switch out, you pick it out here. So this is the switch you want to configure VLAN on. So in each department, let's say you have 3 laptops each. 3 laptops here, 3 laptops here, and 3 laptops here. So mind you, if you want to connect switch with the host, you use straight through cable. So I will explain in my next video how to terminate straight through cable, crossover cable, and rollover cable. To connect host and switch, you use straight through cable. So as you can see, this is straight through cable connecting the host with the switch. Let's say this department is IT department. Can we name that? Yeah. Let's say this is admin and this is sales department. So now you want to configure all these, you configure it on the switch. Now clicking on the switch, you go to the CLI, the command line interface. You go to the config mode. Now let's get started. Now you have just 3 computers here, which are Fastnet 1, 2, and 3. But then VLAN 1 is a default. Like you cannot configure anything on VLAN 1. But from VLAN 2 upward, you can configure on them. Now let's say now on VLAN 2, what is the name? Name IT department, right? IT department. Yeah. Now after entering the name, now let's enter the interface. So to make it more professional, you can enter the 3 interface at a time. How do you do that? You enter interface range fast Ethernet 0/1, 2, 3. So that means you've already entered the 3 interface at once. So you click on that. Now switch ports, access VLAN. So you already configured that. So this is what you will repeat to all other departments. Now you do right to save your work without. Now if you want to configure this, you configure the same thing to other departments. So if you do this successfully, that means you've already segregated these departments with their PC. Now if you want one computer from each department to communicate with other departments, that means you take one computer, then configure that department you want it to be communicating with. You configure that department VLAN on that computer. So let's exit here. Then VLAN 3 name. What name are we configuring on VLAN 3? Let's say admin. VLAN 3. Now what name? Admin, right? Admin. Then interface range fast Ethernet 0/426 switch access VLAN 3. So do right to save your work. Then you exit this interface and go to the third VLAN. You name it as VLAN 4, right? Yeah. Now name sales department, right? Sales department, right? Now enter. Int range. The interface here is 728. Fast Ethernet 0/728. Then you assign the interface switch port access VLAN 3. Then you do right. So now you're done configuring the VLAN. If you want to check maybe your work is working, so you take a PC here, use it to ping any PC here and they will communicate. But if you take a PC here to ping here, they will never communicate because you already separated it. If you take any PC here to ping any PC here, they won't communicate. Now let's try that out. So let's first of all assign IP address to this laptop using DHCP. So we have the IP address here. So let's take another PC here, give it IP address DHCP. So the IP address here. Now let's go to another department. The IP address here. Then again. So after assigning IP addresses to these computers, you want to ping. So let's ping and let's see if they will communicate. So click on this computer. Let's use it to ping another computer in the same department. Let's see, maybe they will communicate. So what's the IP address here? Bring this one up. So ping. Let's see, ping 169.254.77.205. So as you can see, they are pinging. That means they are seeing each other. But then let's use this PC to ping any of the laptop here. Let's see if they will communicate. Interface, what's the IP address here? Yo, so let's use it to ping. Maybe it will work. 169.254.180.162. So as you can see, it is saying request timed out. That means this IP address is valid, but this laptop here cannot communicate with it because of what? Because we have already segregated them. They are not on the same VLAN. So let's see, maybe the computer in this department will see each other. So let's ping it with this computer. Desktop run. So let's say ping 169.254.180.163. So as you can see, they are communicating because they are on the same VLAN. They are configured on the same VLAN. That is why they are communicating. So in a nutshell, VLAN is configured on this switch to segregate them to their various departments. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how to configure just one laptop here to communicate with the VLAN here. and one laptop here can communicate with them here, just one laptop. So see you in my next video. Thank you.